welcome. This is Megan from Wildflower Wisdom Coaching. Welcome to one of my gardens. And today we're going to talk about one of my very favorite topics, which is spiritual self-care rituals and how we can enhance those through working with nature. So this topic is particularly close to my heart because I feel that they are self-care and connection with nature are kind of interwoven for me, but I know that is not the case for everybody else. And I just wanted to bring in some tips and some insights on working with nature and bringing that into your self-care. And it probably exists within your self-care in little places that you don't even know of right now. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, the first thing I would love to talk about is mindfulness and meditation in nature. So, I love doing meditations, and I know most of us probably know the many benefits of mindfulness and meditation, relaxation, focus, energy, deeper connection to yourself, spirit, the world around you, helping with calming the emotions. There's so many benefits. But when you go out into nature, it becomes almost magnetized. It almost makes it, especially for those who have a hard time really kind of focusing on meditation, I feel like nature almost calms that monkey mind down and helps you focus in on the inner world as well as the outer world, but in a non-distracted way. So it's a really beautiful time to just reconnect and to just sink into the world around you and to get that mindfulness of every part of the world that you are seeing, you are smelling, you are feeling, and sink into that. So it's one of my favorite ways to meditate. Even though I do a lot of meditation indoors, it is certainly really like game changing to try doing it outdoors. Find a safe, clear space that feels good to you, where you feel like you can deeply relax, and then just settle into it and just let nature guide you in that relaxation and that mindfulness, and have fun with it. So the next thing that I really love to do that's sweet and simple is nature walks and forest bathing. So, and if you are unfamiliar with forest bathing, I think of forest bathing as really going into the woods, a forest, and just being undistracted, unplugged, and just sinking into it and feeling into it and just enjoying whatever comes of it. You don't have to be on a hike, you don't have to be doing anything. You can actually just be in the forest and just bathe in that beautiful, nourishing simplicity and the wisdom that the woods and the forest has to offer you. So there's been a lot of studies on this, but just know that it really does help with the nervous system. It helps boost your immune system. It can help really big time with stress relief, relaxation, connecting with the world around you in a positive way, focus, energy. So there's a lot of benefits to forest bathing and doing nature walks. So even if you aren't just forest bathing and being in the forest, you can definitely, if you're walking and being active is more your thing, then I would say go for a hike, go for a walk, go for those nature walks and be present. Look at every leaf, pay attention to the smells, the sights, what you hear around you, and just really soak into that and just enjoy it. All right, so the third thing I love to do is creating art from natural materials. So you can create art from natural materials and bring them into your home. Like, I love to do wreaths and make little crafty things with my daughter. And there's so many really fun, cute, very easy crafty things that you can do for whatever season is coming upon you. I really like to work with the season and whatever the season is providing as far as natural materials. And then also just doing fun little pieces of art and works of art in nature that are just going to be let nature take care of. So I have a birch tree, for instance, and I love to find little trinkets and things and decorate around the roots of the tree. And that's just the art there for the tree. Or you can take some rocks and make a beautiful pattern with some rocks. So there's flower petals are a really beautiful way to incorporate the beauty of nature into your art. And it doesn't have to be a, long-term deal. It can be a short-term, temporary, beautiful thing that you do, and then you release it. So I really love working with art and nature, and it has a very calming meditation, like flow kind of thing going on. That chamomile is just loving the camera. It's just saying hello. All right, one of the last practices I will leave you with is grounding, which I've been doing this entire time pretty much. It's a wonderful place to ground. So grounding is when you just simply set your roots back into the earth and you let yourself sink into the earth. I'm gonna let this truck go by. So it's really insanely beneficial. I just love how I feel when I am like up here and I can feel myself grounding in and centering into the earth and becoming one with the earth again. So you can just do that by simply finding a spot. I love being outside, but you can't always be outside depending on the season and be earthing, but indoors works as well because you are connecting down into the earth, even though like your whole building is probably made of wood and metal and other materials that came from this earth. So I like to think of it that way. But you can certainly go outside and find a wonderful comfy space outside, and you can sit or lay down, or you can stand there barefoot and soak into the energy of the earth and just feel it ground you down, grounding your energy to the earth and just relaxing you and helping you feel more stable and supported and nourished and abundant. So in conclusion, some of the things that you can work on in nature for your self-care practices. Oh my god, there's a dragonfly right there. I love it so much. Dragonflies are my spirit animal. I love that. Is mindfulness and meditation in nature, forest bathing and or nature walks. I'm getting totally distracted by this beautiful dragonfly. Creating beautiful art in nature and grounding. And those are the main four rituals that are super simple that you can work into your everyday routines. And I suggest starting small and slowly working your way towards more, and go with what you're feeling in that moment. So I always recommend going with your intuition, going with your gut, going with what feels right in that moment. So giving yourself a moment to decide, does it feel good to be forest bathing right now, or do I feel like I need a good hike in nature, a good nature hike, or do I want to make a little bit of art today? And maybe I want to do all of them today, and maybe I am feeling called to something else, and just trust it. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you find some peace and relaxation in these beautiful self-care practices. I do have a link in the description below, and that'll have, you'll be able to sign up for my own self-care practices. It gives you a little bit more of a thing in there. My dog is now like, hey, hey, hey. So you can sign up for that, and that gives you a little bit of guide to natural self-care practices as well. So thank you for connecting with me, and I hope you have a beautiful day, and get out in nature. Have fun. Enjoy. Bye.